श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। निधये सर्वविद्यानां हृदये भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। तदा शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। अपार करुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम्। ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम श्री कृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः। Now the 6 श्लोकास। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। श्री भगवानुवाच तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता। ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिः तमसः परमुच्यते। ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितं न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते। तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति। ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परं यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन। ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा। यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणं तमाहुः पंडितं बुधाः। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता पंचमोऽध्यायः ज्ञानकर्मसन्न्यासयोगः। ओम नारायणः परो व्यक्तात् अण्डमं व्यक्तसम्भवम् अण्डस्यान्तस्त्विमे लोकाः तद्वीपा च मेदिनी। ओम हार्दं स्वागतम। Hearty welcome to the next and final and concluding session of the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which sets the foundation for the 6th chapter called as Dhyana Yoga. So all of you should be prepared for Dhyanam. So hopefully you have downloaded the e-books. It's already uploaded in the website. And the next couple of days, please download. Okay. Because that gives a very good reference. Material is required always. Some theory is required before you can practice. Okay. Good. Shloka number 27 is Padavibhaga Anvaya over. Anybody can confirm? Just begun. Okay, very good. Let's all chant 27 together. I think we all learned the shloka. Let's chant it together. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Sparshan Kritva Bahirbahyan Chakchuschaivaantare Bhruvoho Pranapano Samo Kritva Nasabhyantara Charinau. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, a quick technical analysis of the last few shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. Chetan Sharma, Supramatham. Note down. Shloka number 27 sets the foundation for the 6th chapter called Dhyana Yoga. Okay. 28 is the entire summary of the 5th chapter, which is Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. And the last shloka, 29th shloka, is the entire goal of Bhagavad Gita and Vedanta, including the goal of Dhyanam or meditation, is mentioned in shloka number 29. So please make a note. That's why I keep saying chapter number 5. If you can memorize the shlokas and understand the meaning in detail and the structure that has been evolved, it will give a complete summary of Bhagavad Gita. So let's see that, how it is organized. So after explaining in shloka number 26, which is where Bhagavan explained what is Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti. All of you please switch on cameras. Many people still not camera on. I don't keep on reminding. Okay, very good. So Bhagavan explained the 2 key technical points in Vedanta. What are they? Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti. Before that, we talked about Sadhyo Mukti. Hopefully, you will brush your mind. Venkatran Mulan? 1 week is a long time. People forget. Sadhyo Mukti is what? When you study Vedanta Shastra and get the realization that Aham Brahmasmi, I am pure consciousness, without doubt. So, without any doubt, there are 2 aspects, Venkatraman. One is Shoka Moha Nivrittihi oru pakam irukattum. More importantly, we should understand that my true nature is Aham Brahmasmi. That is very important. See, for removing Dukkham and Shokam, there are a few sadhanas, including what we are going to learn. Dhyanam or meditation is a sadhana to remove the complete Dukkham, which is based on effort. Please understand. Difference between a Dhyana yogi and a Jnana yogi is people who practice meditation have to put the effort to be in a state of supreme peace, happiness, whereas a Jnani is naturally in that state. LV sir, Suprabhatam, you understand the difference? Why Dhyanam is still a sadhana, Dhyanam is still an effort-based activity, whereas Jnanam is natural establishment in the state of supreme peace, happiness. No, you're getting what I'm saying, all of you? Can 5 of you say you understood? NRS, Suprabhatam. Best time to learn meditation is your timing. Nalla time. Very good. So, the goal of Dhyanam or meditation is actually Jnanam and establishment in Jnanam. This is where 99.99% organizations, institutions, whoever teaches meditation go wrong. Point note panikonga. Dhyanam is not something practiced by itself, and it is not an end in itself. It is a step to make the mind so efficient. Such a superb state of mind which will establish in Jnanam once you understand the Vedanta Tattvam Aham Brahmasmi. Clear? Is this clear to all of you? So, Dhyanam is a sadhana. Jnanam is not a sadhana. Jnanam is realization, recognition, and establishment in the state of oneness of yourself and Brahman. Clear? So, Bhagavan, after explaining the technical state where a person is a Jivan Mukta, and after the body perishes, the person attains a state called as what? Videha Mukti. After a body perishes, Is that person bothered about that body? No, Vinod. For other people, please understand. So Videha Mukti itself is a state or a title, whatever is given for what? Consumption by people who are still alive and following or looking at the great person. Who's a great person? Clear? Huh? Are you getting the point, Madhu Harish? So actually, my Paramaguru, Sri Satchidanandendra Saraswati, was firmly of the opinion that Jivan Mukti is Mukhyam, is the most important. Sadhyo Mukti happens during Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, and Videha Mukti is only Gaunam. Gaunam means what? Yes, it is there, but that is for consumption by other people. Are you getting the point? So please understand this. So Bhagavan says that after establishing the key concepts of Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti, Bhagavan starts the last three slokas. In sloka number 27, Bhagavan is saying how one has to prepare oneself for the highest sadhana, which is called as Dhyanam, meditation, which is an important sadhana to get Jnanam and establish yourself in Jnanam. So, as we discussed, Bhagavan says that when you are entering into that, whatever time you allocate to do meditation or Dhyanam, the first thing that you need to do is make your mind empty. Means what? Remove any image of any entity that is there in the mind totally. That means what? Whatever is external that appears as an image in the mind. So you have to leave the external objects in the external world itself. This is the most difficult aspect. Yes or no? It's a very interactive class. Unless you are interacting and asking questions, you will not learn Dhyanam properly. Clear? Very difficult, right? The moment you close your eyes or moment you want to withdraw inward, more and more other thoughts will enter the mind. Correct? It is not only an image. It is also some other thought, some other word, some other event, something, right? So Bhagavan says, having kept outside the external sense object. Sense objects can be what? All the five. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham. For example, if you have tasted some good gulab jamun, just before meditation, that will come in the mind. So, maybe the gulab jamun itself is not the picture. That's not the key thing, but the taste. Aha! When will I taste again? Some people, each one has got one addiction, right? The whole world is created by Bhagavan so that you all get ensnarled. The World Wide Web is not only the internet. The physical world is also a web. We are all caught in the web, not understanding what we are doing, going in different directions. You all know this story, how the fisherman puts a net, okay, and he gives some bait in the net to attract the fish. Correct, no? So or no? Many of the fishes will get addicted, attracted, and go and fall into the net. Only very few escape. So it is like that. So for us, it's not only food. Aharam naka aharati iti aharam. Aharaha. That means what? Aharati. It is entering in different forms, not only through the mouth as food. Entering through the eyes, through the ears, through the nose, through the tongue, through the skin, everything. So Bhagavan says, first step is practice. It will not happen overnight. It requires decades of practice to attain proficiency in Jnanam, but you will attain it provided you follow the steps that is told in the 6th chapter. So, having kept the objects, sense objects, external sense objects outside, and obviously when the mind wants to be clear of any object, the first thing is you have to control what you are seeing, correct? Your eyes are always looking out for something. If I ask you to close your eyes, you'll close for 3 minutes, then you'll open like this and see, correct? What is happening? That's why many fools conduct meditation camp for children. Shastras do not recommend meditation for children. Please note down. Because you conduct meditation for children, and Dhyanam சொல்லி கொடுத்தனாக்கா குட்டி பசங்களாம் உட்காந்துருக்கும். கண்ணை மூடிக்கோ, close your eyes, and they'll close their eyes. Within 5 seconds, they'll open their eyes and see who is all opening the eyes. Everybody is opening the eyes. All the children will be opening the eyes and seeing each other. So, dhyanam has to be done after certain understanding of certain things. So, Bhagavan says, focus your sight between the eyebrows. For some people, it will create headache and all. Don't need to worry too much. When you go to the Dhyana Yoga, Bhagavan says, keep your eyelids half closed and try to focus on the tip of the nose. Both are fine. But the understanding here is that you are going to focus on knowledge. There is some knowledge orientation in Dhyanam or meditation. So I told you this is Ajna Chakra. I told you, right from your Mooladhara Chakra to Swadhisthana to Manipura to Anahata to Vishuddha to Ajna Chakra to Sahasrara Chakra, there are various centers of energy in the body, which by sadhanas you can invigorate. And those chakras, when the Yoga Marga says, when you invigorate them, those are the means by which your mind will not get drawn into the World Wide Web. Nah. Not only the internet www, but even the physical www will not get in and get ensnarled. So here Bhagavan says that you try and don't focus your vision on external objects. Let it be internal. So he has recommended the eyesight between the two eyebrows. Clear? Huh? Don't take it literally. Many people do this, they get headache. Correct? Correct? They say this and they get headache and they say Dhyanam is very difficult. That is not the key thing. There is some knowledge orientation which we will discuss in detail in Dhyana Yoga. Most important thing is regulation of prana. Regulation of your breath. Inhalation and exhalation should be done consciously before Dhyanam. Are we all not breathing or not throughout the day? Are we breathing or not? Do we recognize that we are breathing? Do we know in which nostril air is going in? Which nostril air is coming out? In a Ram Raman, correct? We don't observe the breath. So one of the important steps to do is to observe the breath and then slowly regulate. If you are able to start practicing inhalation through the left nostril, exhalation through the right nostril consistently, and don't do reverse and all. The reverse and all you can do later. First, do one particular way. Become an expert. And this anulom, vilom, and all those not required. One direction you practice first. So, regulation of the inhalation, exhalation, the movement of the air inside the nostrils has to be observed. Once you start observing the breath, observe means what? Can you see the breath? Now, Venkat Sitaraman, can you see the air or the breath? You cannot see. Observe means what? The mind start recognizing. You're getting the point. Now you're seeing why Bhagavan told between the two eyebrows. The nose begins from here, right? So basically, when we discuss in Dhyana Yoga, we will discuss in detail. The entire system has to be very relaxed, right from the head. What is that? Your Shirogrivam. Okay, from the head to the tip of the nail in your toe, the entire body is to be relaxed. And one of the ways to do is through proper pranayama, more in the 6th chapter. Clear? So Bhagavan has given some foundation principles in a GNVR that be prepared. I am going to take Dhyana Yoga in detail in 6th chapter. Kumarji, they're all what they say, the first round, second round in tennis before the final round. So let us see Peetadipatha Anmaya. Sparshan Kritva Bahihi Bhakyan Chakshuhu Cha Eva Antare Dhruvoho. Clear so far? Prana Pano Vivachana Samau Kritva Nasabhyantara Charinau. One word. Now Anmaya. Kritva Bahihi. Bhahyan, Sparshan. So far, are you with me? Ganesh Ramurthy, Puriyarda? You're able to catch? Kritva, go to Kritva and write one. Bahihi. Where is Bahihi? Bahihi plus Bhahyan is Bahir Bhahyan. Clear? Bahihi, Kritva, Bahihi, Bhahyan, Sparshan. Cha eva chakshuhu antare bhruvoho. Clear so far? Kritva samau pranapano nasabhyantara charinau. Anvaya is over. All of you have got Anvaya, PVA team? Still you got it? 13. Very good. See, all of you now are brilliant. By finishing the 6th chapter, you are expert in Sanskrit. Next 12 chapters will be smooth sailing. Most Shastra Vishayala, you will understand very clearly. Now you see 2 places Bhagavan has told Kritva. So 2 groups. Kritva, Bahihi, Bhahyan, Sparshan, Chayeva, Chakshuhu, Antare, Bhruvoho. 1 set. Again, Kritva, Samo, Pranapano, Nasa, Bhyantara, Charino. It means what? In the fundamental step or the foundation for Dhyanam, Bhagavan says, there are 2 things one needs to be aware of. Influence of external aspects on meditation or Dhyanam, and the influence of your own internal body structure, body chemistry for meditation. Both are important. Sundar Mama, one how the external world should not interfere in your meditation, and how your own internal system should not interfere in your meditation. Because meditation can get interference from both, yes or no? What are the internal sources of disturbances? Gastric trouble, continuously belching, whatever, pain, different parts of the body, unable to sit single focus like this. Some people always shaking. Guru sir, correct? They'll be doing like this. They cannot sit. So, hunger, thirst, sleep, all those things, very good. So, suddenly, only at that time, we'll feel very hungry. Somebody will think, Jagat Trivedi, how nice ice cream will be summer season. Sitting for meditation, they will think about ice cream. All that will come. Clear? So, how the external world should not interfere, and how the internal, your own system should not interfere. And that's what Bhagavan is saying. Let's see the meaning. Clear? Or understanding. See, the literal meaning you can understand, but the orientation, what is Bhagavan trying to communicate? The strategic viewpoint, don't forget. That is what we are trying to explain here. So, Kritva Bahihi. Bahihi means what? Outside. Antar Bahishcha Tat Sarvam Yapya Narayana Sthitaha. Bahihi means what? What is outside? Kritva Bahihi. Having kept outside what? Bhahyan Sparshan. Bhahyan, external. Sparshan. Sparshan means what? All the 5. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandham. Sparshan. Bahuvachana. Sense objects. So, having kept outside the sense objects, external sense objects, where should you keep? You should keep it outside. So Bhagavan is saying, whatever is outside, keep it outside. Is any sense object inside? Actually, can you see? You take anything. That which you touch, Shabdam here, Sparsham, touch, Rupam, what you are seeing, Rasam, what you are tasting, and Gandham, the smell. They are all like, analyze for 1 minute. Satish Nischal, yochne maad nodi. Ellavu kuda achene ide. Adru kuda, adu nam manasula kutkonbuttu nammanna kaadta ide. Correct? Are you understand what I am saying? Nothing is actually internal. See how nicely it is. Okay. That means what is happening? We are pulling all the external objects and putting it in the mind. And that's how the world is created. Please understand. The world is created by your mind because you are capturing the images and dwelling on them in the mind. Vishwam darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam nijantargatam. Nija antargatam. First slogam borom to get jnanam. Are you getting the point? So the moment you are seeing the world means you are involved in the world. The mind is already entangled in the world. Nothing wrong with it. See, don't see when you get jnanam, finally, I'm telling you, that's the reason jnani is very great. He or she will not hate the world, will not say, oh, I should not get in the world, I will get stuck. Nah, Ganesh Ramurthy. With the practice of dhyanam and jnanam, you will be comfortable wherever you are, whatever is happening. Clear? This is sadhana. Radhakrishna, clear? All this is sadhana. It is not ultimate. In practice, you do certain things. In realization, all this will give you result in realization. Clear? Right. Kritva bahihi bhakyan sparshan, having kept outside the external sense object. So Bhagavan, importantly, underline the word bhakyan. The sense objects are actually external. Only we are pulling them into the mind. Cha eva chakshuhu antare bhruvoho. Cha and chakshuhu. Chakshuhu means what? Your eyesight. Correct? Chakshuhu, eye is supposed to have eyesight. Correct? So supply. Having fixed the eyesight, the sight, antare bhruvoho. Antahana inside, in between. What? Bhruvamna bhruvor madhye, we say. Clear? Doesn't mean literally you should do like this and all. No, don't try and do that if you are getting headache. Some people will try to get the two, what is the eyelid, whatever it is, then into the two in the center, and then they'll do all those. Don't try that, okay? The squint, correct? All that is not required. See, be relaxed, half closed eyes, and then look down into your then the tip of the nose. That is good enough. And then slowly you'll practice closing the eyes. When you get expertise, you'll be able to close the eyes without looking outside, and nothing will disturb you. So Bhagavan, by this sentence, Tayeva chakshuhu antare bhruvoho, that is not the key point. The focus is not external. I told you, sometimes if I say don't look outside, I should say you look somewhere, no? So the third eye, okay, you can say whatever you want, but anyway, Chayeva chakshu antare, all the third eye of Lord Shiva is actually representing jnanam. Jnanam is Brahman. So that Brahman, Brahmajnanam, Brahman is the representation that is represented with the third eye. So all of also have the third eye if you can get the jnanam. Clear? You all understood? Antare, bro, don't push yourself to start looking at your two eyelids and focus on the eyebrows. That's not required. Clear? Right. Next. This is one sadhana. Okay, that means what? With respect to sense objects, which is entering your mind and your eyesight, have control. Second point, importantly, kritva samau. Samau means what? Vivachana. Samau means what? Regulation. Kritva samau. One should regulate what? Prana pano. Both exhalation and inhalation. Inhalation and exhalation has to be regulated. How to do it? Care of chapter 6. I'll guide you practically how to do it. One who has mastery of pranayama has mastery of the mind. So note down. See, in our Vedanta and also in the analysis of the human body, the most external gross, the shield is called Annamaya Kosha. Write down. All of you can switch on cameras. Vimal V, Srini Swami, Lata Mahadevan, all of you can home to not camera on. All of you please switch on cameras. Annamaya Kosha is external, the most grossest external entity. After that, Annamaya Kosha means the food sheath, the physical food sheath. The second is called as Pranamaya Kosha, which is the sheath or the next layer, which is taking care of the functioning of the Vayu or the air that is going throughout the body. Please don't think only air is going here and coming out. Air, Vayu is there all over the body. It is only making sure everything happens properly, your circulation, digestion, distribution of energy is happening because of Vayu Bhagavan. So, by regulating that, what is the beauty? The third sheath is called Manomaya Kosha. Third is when you start piercing your internal structure, it starts from the external sheath called Annamaya Kosha, only food, 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 food. Second is Pranamaya Kosha, Vayu, subtler aspect of you. The third subtler aspect is the mind, Manomaya Kosha. So what is happening? Can you somebody write down? Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, and Manomaya Kosha. The Pranamaya Kosha or the sheath of air. Sheath means what? It's like a protective cover, right? So that is exactly in between your Pranamaya Kosha and your Manomaya Kosha. In between your physical body and your mind. The physical body has got all the sense organs, which is going outward. So the mind tries to follow what the sense organs try to lead the mind towards the sense object. So naturally, the Manomaya Kosha gets connected to the Annamaya Kosha and it starts following it. But there is fellow in between called what? Pranamaya Kosha. That fellow, if you are able to invigorate, take control, it will then start regulating your mind. The beauty of Pranamaya Kosha is when you practice pranayama correctly, systematically, the right way, it will control both the physical body. You will get excellent physical health. You will never fall ill. You will have no headache, no stomachache, no gastric trouble, no indigestion, nothing. No pain, no body pain, nothing if you can practice pranayama because it can control the Annamaya Kosha. And because of its connection to the Manomaya Kosha, it can also establish control over the mind. Are you understanding now? How Pranamaya Kosha, Prana, Prana and Apana, write down. Pranascha, Apanascha, Prana, Panau. Nah. There are two different interpretations. Some people called prana as exhalation, apana as inhalation. Some definition says prana is inhalation, apana is exhalation. When we come to technical aspects, we can discuss later why it is. For now, you understand inhalation and exhalation, which is happening in the body through the nose. See, some people have the habit of doing this, correct? Giridhar, if you're very tired, you can do that once in a way, that is okay. But while practicing pranayama, your mouth has to be closed. How we'll discuss in the 6th chapter. See how Bhagavan has generated interest. So, regulate. One should regulate the inhalation and exhalation. By regulating inhalation and exhalation, the entire body gets under your control. Let me tell you, it's wonderful practice. Pranayama, pranapano, nasabhyantara charinau. So, Bhagavan is saying that make sure that there is effective, efficient movement of air within the nostrils, in and out. Normally, we are breathing only 10% of what is required. You all don't know. We are only taking 10% of air required and leaving out 10% or something like that. One has to have complete inhalation, exhalation properly, systematically. Without any awareness, we are breathing. Correct? Breathing is happening, not consciously, unconsciously. So when you're conscious about breathing, you'll be able to regulate right movement of air inside, outside, through the nostrils. Even now, if you see, you cannot feel the air going through the nostrils. Can you feel? Subramanian sir, in Aarti Sudarshan, correct? Unless you sit down, withdraw the mind and start observing how the air is moving through the nostril. That's why Bhagavan is mentioning the ability to observe the movement of air through the nostrils is an important aspect. The moment you start practicing it, what happens? Now you see, when your breath is under regulation, the mind is now observing the breath. Right now, next step. Extremely beneficial. It's very simple technique. But simple things are the most difficult in life, correct? Common sense is the most uncommon thing in the world, as they say. So we cannot do all the simple things. You want to pay $10,000, go for a meditation course. Clear? So please understand, these are all very simple but very effective techniques. So one should regulate the inhalation and exhalation. Nasikabhyam, nasamna, nostrils. Abhyantarana, within, inside. Abhyantaraha, charinau. Charati iti, charina. Charatinana, the movement. So, nasa bhyantara charinau, because it's dvivachana, movement of the air within the nostrils. Clear? One has to observe. So now, what is summary? Foundation for meditation or dhyana is, first is having kept outside the external sense objects, the external world, and having fixed the eyesight internally. That means what? No, not going outside. One practice is between the two eyebrows, another is tip of the nostril, or whichever way. Finally, the eyesight should not take you and your mind away from where you are. And regulating the inhalation and exhalation systematically through the nostrils, one gets prepared for dhyanam. Please understand, this is not dhyanam. This is preparation for dhyanam. So Bhagavan has given the introduction. Clear? Let's stand this sloka, go to the next one. Sri Bhagavan uvacha parshan kritva bahirbahyan chakshushchaivantare bhruvoho pranapano samo kritva nasabhyantara charinau. Next sloka. Sri Bhagavan uvacha yetendriyamano buddhihi munirmokshaparayanah vigatechhabhayakrodhah yasada mukta eva saha.
Sri Bhagavan uvacha yetendriyamano buddhihi munirmokshaparayanah vigatechhabhayakrodhah yasada mukta eva saha.
All of us together, very good, excellent. Let's stand together. Sri Bhagavan uvacha yetendriyamano buddhihi munirmokshaparayanah vigatechhabhayakrodhah yasada mukta eva saha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Important word, right? Underline. Sada muktaha. Sada muktaha. Sadhyo muktihi. Sadhyayeva muktihi. Sadhyo muktihi. Sada muktaha. Once you are liberated forever. Once you attain liberation, the knowledge. How do you attain liberation? Not through meditation or meditation. Liberation is possible how? Anybody? Jnanam, knowledge. Write down. Only by jnanam, only by knowledge, liberation is possible. Write down. Jnana devatu kaivalyam. In Panchadashi, Vijayendra Swami says beautifully, Jnana devatu kaivalyam. Only by jnanam is this what? Supreme state of liberation possible. All others are what? Sahakari sadhana. No, supporting sadhana. Sadhana means, sadhana means practices. Clear? That's why a jnani is always free. Bhaskar and Ramurti. Jnana adanjapram, sadhana is not required because it is established in jnanam. The constant fighting that happens in the mind, that is totally gone. Now, what does Bhagavan say? Now, the summary of the entire this chapter in the goal of Gita. First thing is, what I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. These are all different summaries, different angles Bhagavan is giving. Any of the shlokas you can take. This shloka is a powerful summary. First thing is, what is the first step? Having restrained the sense organs. I told you some time back, Bhagavan is going to consistently say throughout the Bhagavad Gita, Indriya Nigraha, Mano Nigraha, Indriya Nigraham and Mano Nigraham. Indriya Nigraham means control of sense organs. Mano Nigraham means control of the mind. These two have to continue. Before getting jnanam, it should be practiced with effort. After getting jnanam, it happens naturally. Are you getting what I'm saying? Can a couple of you say you understood what I'm saying? Nah. Before getting jnanam, it is a sadhana. After getting jnanam, it is natural. You attain the goal. So, as a practice, as a karma yogi, as a upasana yogi or dhyana yogi, this person has restrained the sense organs with effort. After getting jnanam, atma jnanam through Vedanta, Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasana, person is established in control of sense organs. That means what? Naturally restrained sense organs first. Second, natural restraint of the mind. Please understand, the mind will not go into unwanted things. Nah, the person also will interact with the world. It doesn't mean, the person is walking on the road, he will see a pit and he will fall into the pit. Nah, if you see the pit and fall into the pit, you are jnani. Some people will say, definition of jnani. Why should he fall into the pit? His sense organs will say, this is the pit. His body will take a deviation. He is neither the eyesight nor the body. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Indriyani indriyartheshu vartanta iti dharayan. Clear? Are you getting the point? Nah. If the fellow falls into the pit, that means the person's eyesight is not proper. Should go and test with eye doctor. Clear? Please understand. So, having restrained the mind, that means what? The mind will be used whenever Vyavaharam is required. It will come and operate in the area for what? Basic minimum interaction, whatever to be done in the world, and whatever to be communicated, automatically it will come. Many people still not camera on. My God. Can somebody please follow up with everybody? Each one call out one name in the beginning. There's almost on camera. Another 20 minutes class is over. So restraining, having restrained the sense organs. Second is restraining the mind. This is the most difficult thing. Correct, Ritvich? Most difficult aspect is restraining the mind. And let me tell you, once you learn dhyanam, the restraining of mind becomes very, very natural. See, why dhyanam and jnanam is an excellent combination. How one reinforces the other. How dhyanam reinforces jnanam and jnanam reinforces dhyanam. By jnanam, you understand that there is no value in any of the external objects. Clear? What is goal of dhyanam? To withdraw from external objects. So when your knowledge is fully established, that there is no value in external objects, your eyesight, mind, your ears, nose, tongue, skin will not go seek out. What can I get? It will not go. Are you getting my point? Nah. Will your eyesight go in search of all mishaps and all this very sorrowful things? Will you want to purposely go and see them? Anybody? Anybody wants to go and see a cemetery, burning of body, death, flood, typhoon? You want to go and see shooting? All that you want to see? Nobody wants to see. Why? Because mind is already clear that it is not useful. It is bad. Yes or no? Correct? Now, Our mind is still not clear about what is the utility of the external objects. What are all enticing you in the world? That 𝐒𝐚𝐽𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐚 has not come. So the mind and all sense organs are running behind. In Kathopanishad, beautifully, the entire body and the sense organs are compared to a chariot with 5 horses. See, just like horses are pulling the chariot, your 5 sense organs are pulling your body. Yes or no? In different directions. So the buddhi, that is the control, what you call it? I don't know in English what you say. The rope that controls, reins that control the horses, that is the intellect. Has to be in the right. I'm telling you, Kathopanishad, all should study. We'll start the course. Beautiful. One of the most beautiful Upanishads for you to understand every aspect of Atma Jnanam, from sadhanam to sadhyam to jnanam, to everything has been dealt. Also like a story. It's also like a dialogue. There it is a dialogue between Yamadharmaraja and Nachiketas. Here it is a dialogue between Krishna Paramatma and Arjuna. The mantra are very elevating mantras in Kathopanishad. So similar to that, your 5 sense organs like 5 horses are driving you towards the world. If you are having a very good strong intellect with 𝐒𝐚𝐽𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐚, it will still go in the world, but go in the right way, only the right path. It will not go into unnecessary path. Clear? Huh? So like that, what is happening? Restrain the mind and intellect. For that, the intellect has to be taught the right things. Today, the intellect has been what? Intellect itself has been polluted. Perverted intellect. Correct? Huh? Nah, N.K. Venkataraman sir. Poye solinde it appears as real. Nah. There are the agencies only keep on telling wrong things, lies. And that becomes truth over a period of time. Many things will be changed totally. Many of you still not camera on, please. Vijay Sitaraman, Ratamadevan, Priya, all of you. Like that, what is happening? Our intellect also is getting magnetized with wrong things, wrong understanding in every aspect. It's a pity today. No one is able to use their given intellect and analyze what is happening in the world. Correct? Now, Raman, we are in such a big hurry, we just keep on consuming what is coming in the world. Now people can understand what kind of people will elect, what is the result of all that. You all know what is happening in news. I don't need to say. Now, Vinod, correct? Oh, did we do this? How did some people get there? We only put them there. Correct? Yes or no? I hope you all understand what I'm saying. People in the US. Similarly, in any part of the world also. Later only you'll realize the mistake that we do in every aspect. So please understand that intellect also has to be fed with the right food for intellect, food for thought. Unless you give the right thing and the intellect becomes sharp, it cannot understand what is real, what is unreal. It will start believing what it is seeing, hearing, smelling, thinking. You're getting the point? Radhakrishnan sir, Kannal Kanbadum Poi, Kadal Ketpadum Poi. Correct? There is a saying. Whatever you see with eyes, whatever you hear with ears, is still what? Unreal. That which is analyzed and understood properly, systematically through a refined intellect is the truth. Arvind Balasubramanian, please understand. So don't get led away by what? Thira Vichara Vicharipade me. Very good. Tamil Thira Vicharipade. That means what? One has to sit down and analyze. See, sitting down doesn't mean only sitting down. Even while you're traveling in a car, the mind has to be sharp. What is happening? Why things are happening around us like this? Why each one has got a vested interest in doing certain things? Very important for you to sit down. Correct? Is it not happening today? That way they take over everything. Your mind, every organ, everything around you, they take over, and then that becomes the reality. Be careful. Okay. So, and intellect. So important. Now you understand. Restraining sense organs, mind, intellect. And importantly, freedom from desire. Unwanted desires. I keep saying, Dharmic desires are fine. These fanciful, unwanted desires, one should get rid of. How is it possible? Once again by jnanam. Once you understand that what you're running after ultimately will be the cause of problems for you. What is required, definitely you should go and acquire. What are not required, you should beginning nip it in the bud. Freed from desire, and importantly, freedom from fear. Have you got a fear or not? What is going to happen tomorrow? What will happen to my son, my grandson, my granddaughter, that daughter, this thing, my job, tomorrow economy, recession, fear. One of the important things, Subramanian sir, fear should be totally removed if you are to be expert in dhyanam. So freed from fear. அதான் சொல்லுங்க தமிழ்ல யாம் இருக்க பயமேன். Why Bhagavan has got one அபய முத்ரா அனுகிரகம் உன் அபயம். அபயம்னா என்ன? அபயப்பிரதா அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். God is the source for fearlessness. Surrender to Bhagavan. You will be what? Totally fearless. And the ultimate fearless state, Abhaya Hastam, very good. Ultimate fearless state will come only from Jnanam. Aham Brahmasmi. I told some time back, Arvind Balasubramaniam, when Janaka Maharaja went to learn Brahmajnanam from 𝐒𝐵𝐢 𝐊𝐚𝐫𝐚, என்ன சொன்னாரு? Abhayam vai Janaka prapto seenar. He didn't say you have become Brahmajnani. Abhayam vai Janaka prapto. See, you have attained the state of fearlessness. Two things write down. Desirelessness, fearlessness. Two twin combination for jnanam. So, freed from desire, fear, and anger. And what is anger? Anger is nothing but unfulfilled desires in a different form. So you don't have free from desire, you will be free from anger. And what? As a sadhana, if you are focused on liberation as supreme goal. See, liberation need not be very tough and very, troublesome exercise. All of you, camera on, many people, Ravi, Aruma, all of you. Liberation, the path, the spiritual path that you're taking should be enjoyable. Are you all finding it like a punishment? The path, the steps you are taking, Rutvij. Is it something that easily you can slowly, Bhagavan is going to kshanaihi uparame. Slowly you go, step by step, achieve some small success. The small successes will culminate in the big success. Please understand. So, have that goal that if I am liberated, means what? If I achieve Atmajnanam, Brahmajnanam, I will attain permanent peace without effort. So today you have to do a lot of effort to be in a state of peace of mind. But imagine for now a state of mind which is always free from problems, always free from any shokam, moham, calm. And not only being calm, also very blissful. Now you can also have no fear or anger. At the same time, blank mind. It's a mind which is very energetic and blissful. One who meditates with these qualities. Now Bhagavan is coming back. Bhagavan doesn't want to leave because his main goal is to make you interested in meditation. One who meditates with all these qualities gets liberated forever. That means what? With all these qualities, you also practice meditation, get Atmajnanam and establish in Jnanam. Bhagavan is giving you a seal that you will be liberated forever. That means what? After getting Jnanam, some people ask, sir, will I come back once again in samsara and start struggling? Will my mind go through all the ups and downs? No. Once you are liberated, really, if you are still coming back and struggling, what does it mean? I have not got Paripurna Atmajnanam. Bharati madam, Bharati Monpuri, early morning, you're all getting very good. You'll all get success. You are getting the point? The greatness of Jnanam is once you get Jnanam, you will not come back into this samsara sagaram. Now look at the Padavibhaga and Anvaya. First, the Padavibhaga. Yatendriya mano buddhihi. First one. Munihi. Moksha parayanaha. Very important words. Then Vigate cha bhaya krodha, one word. But it's a combination of few shabdams inside. I'll explain that when I come to the word. Then yaha sada muktaha eva saha. Clear? Huh? There is yaha and saha together. You can see when yaha comes, saha should come. Clear? Now anvaya. Yatendriya manobuddhihi vigate cha bhaya krodha moksha parayanaha saha yaha munihi muktaha eva sada. Clear? What does it mean now? Yatendriya manobuddhihi. So, yata chittatma. Somewhere Bhagavan told. Yatendriyam na controlling the indriyas. Yatnat yati, write down. When the word yatnam yati comes, means what? By effort, you control. Controlling means in Vedanta growing over. So yatendriya manobuddhihi, indriya manobuddhihi, yatnati iti yatihi, yatendriya manobuddhihi. Having restrained indriya manaha buddhihi. Indriya means what? Sense organs. Manaha, mind. Buddhihi, intellect. Because the intellect is so powerful, Rajasagar, it can prove right as wrong, wrong as right. How Janya? Correct? As I told, somebody was smoking. They asked, why are you smoking? It is bad for health. You know what that fellow told? By me doing this, so many people get employment. See, if I don't do this, many people will be out of job. See, that's also intellect, right? So be careful. That's why Bhagavan says restraining of intellect is important in the right direction. So having restrained the sense organs, mind and intellect. First point. Second, vigata ichha bhaya krodaha. Vigata means what? Bereft of. Removed from, freed from. Ichha means what? Desire, wrong desires, unwanted desires. Bhayam means what? Fear. Because fear is a very important component that obstructs the flow of thoughts in the mind. Yes or no? We got some fears in the mind. Our mind won't work properly. Our intellect won't work sharply. Correct? Meenakshi, you know, somebody will say something. Nah, I found one ghost in the corner of the road. Gossiping people. So next time when you go outside, we'll get no fear. Correct? Many people are there only to create fear. Don't worry. I'm telling you, nothing to fear. When you are on the path of dharma and the truth, and you are, believing in Bhagavan, you don't need to fear about anybody or anything. So, bereft of, freed from desire. Igata ichha bhaya krodaha, desire, fear and krodhaha. You'll be freed from anger once you are having lesser and lesser desires. I'm telling you, reduce your desires, automatically anger will come down. ரொம்ப simple formula. If your desires are very, very limited, that to dharmic desires, you will be a person free from anger totally. Clear? Freed from desire, fear and anger. And importantly, third point, moksha parayanaha. See, we all have different goals in life. I keep on saying, we should have the most important goal. That is, moksha means what? Establishment in supreme happiness, eternal happiness, through timeless wisdom. So once you have that, I should achieve this in this life. Don't be diffident. You cannot say, sir, it's not possible, sir. Whatever you may say, this is not possible. Some people say, should be written in the head, sir. Then only it will happen. Nah. Correct? You only are writing in the head. Please understand. Today you are writing what in your forehead. Next Janma's forehead you are writing through your karma. What will happen to you in the next Janma? So you are the master of your future. That's what I say in the morning. When you get up, what do you do? Karagre vasate lakshmihi karamadhe saraswati karamule tu gauri syat prabhate karadarshanam. Clear? So Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, power, wealth and knowledge are all in your hands. That's why this is being told. So you can make it happen. So be what? Clear that I will have liberation. Atmajnanam is the supreme goal. And one who practices meditation. It is an important sadhana. We will integrate all that you have got. It's a culmination of all the sadhanas. Greatest of sadhanas. One who gets jnanam is liberated forever. Yeah. So moksha parayanaha. And with liberation is the supreme goal. Saha yaha munihi. Maunat munihi. Write down. The person who is in silent meditation, who practices. One of the important aspects of a muni, Bhagavan is what munihi here. Very rarely uses, few places only uses. Munihina again. Munihina maunat munihi. Person is always contemplating internally. Mind is in meditative state. Muktaha eva sada. Sada means what? Forever. Muktaha, liberated. Eva means what? Not ivakaram. Definitely. The person is a what? Liberated soul. Saumya Krishnamurti Purnida. Once a person is practicing all the, can somebody put on all the points? So many points Bhagavan has told. Each one is a sadhana which you need to practice with its respective steps. And if that's what we are doing. When we are doing the daily schedule and you do this, you become liberated forever. Together. 28 sloka, let us stand. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Yatendriya Mano Buddhi Mudirmoksha Parayanaha Vigatecha Bhaya Krodha Yassada Mukta Eva Saha. Last sloka we'll chant and the class. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhridam Sarvabhutanam Jnatva Mam Shanti Mrichati.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhridam Sarvabhutanam Jnatva Mam Shanti Mrichati.
Very office together, and also the Purti Sloka will chant along with this. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhridam Sarvabhutanam Jnatva Mam Shanti Mrichati. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahmavidya 𝐤𝐚𝐫𝐢 Sri Krishna-Arjuna Samvade Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama Panchamodhyayah. Om Tat Sat. So with Bhagavan's grace, you are completing. We'll take for the detailed meaning in next class. Introduction, please understand. This final shloka, in a way, gives all the features or characteristics of Ishvara. Ishvara is called Saguna Brahman. Write down. Truly, Ishvara or the principle. God is a principle. The divine is a principle. The supreme is a principle without name, form. Yattad adresham agrashyam agotram avarnam achakshushrotram tadapani padam. Please understand. But the same Nirguna, Nirakara Tattvam, when it appears as a form, it becomes Ishvara. Clear? So Bhagavan is saying here, the goal of all the sadhana, whether it is Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, Dhyanam, Pranayama, control of mind, sense organs, intellect, controlling desire, free from anger, all that practices are meant for the ultimate goal, which is knowledge of Ishvara. Bhagavan is saying from chapters 7 to 12, what should be your focus? You should know the real nature of Ishvara. You should know Ishvara Tattvam. We all know only Ishvara or Bhagavan as somebody with form, in some temple, here and there. So we know all the sadhanas, understand Bhagavan. Who is really Bhagavan? What is Bhagavan doing? When you know that, underline the word Jnatva in this sloka. Jnatva. Jnatva means what? Having known. Jnatva mam. Having known me or knowing me. So Bhagavan says that me means what? Not Krishna as Krishna. Krishna is Ishvara Tattvam. Please understand. So one who knows Bhagavan correctly in these aspects, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quickly I'll summarize in detail next class. First one, Bhagavan is the person who receives all your rituals, all your austerities, all your offerings. You may be offering to anybody in between. Nah, you may be offering to what? Navagraham, some the human god, demigod, that god. That nowadays humans also have got temples. Correct? Understand? Please understand. So there is Agama Shastra which says what kind of form should have temple? NRS. What kind of form? How should it be sculpted? What is the size? Omkar is expert in Shilpa Shastram. When he was building the Dakshinamurti temple in Theni, I was with him. Kind of research he has done. Number of old inscriptions he has brought based on just constructed the beautiful temple is mind-boggling. You get a chance, you go and see there. Amazing. That's why expertise is required. Simply you cannot get somebody and put that person inside, make him sit and then start doing some Abhiyagam and all. The Vaidika mantram is meant for certain procedural methods are there. Na, Guru Arpan sir, so people keep on doing whatever they want. All wrong. They will not know. The effect will come later. Anyway, so Bhagavan is a person, supreme principle, who is the receiver of all your rituals, austerities, offerings, everything. Sarvadeva namaskaraha keshavam pratigacchati. You chant every day, no? Satishore, correct? Akashat patitam toyim yatha gacchati sagaram. Sarvadeva namaskaraha keshavam pratigacchati. Remember that. And first characteristic of Bhagavan. Bhagavan receives means what? Karma phaladata. That means what? He is a person who receives what you do, karma, and gives phalam, the results for your actions. So he is a judge. Okay, he will give you properly what is due to you. He will not keep anything. Not like our own bank, no, will swallow the money. Kelu bank alla duddu tinbidtare. Atara alla illi. So he is a person who is receiver of all the rituals and gives it to you back as karma phalam. First, second, Bhagavan is supreme Lord of all the world. Please understand. All the 14 worlds are controlled by Bhagavan. 𝐒𝐴𝐷 imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti yatrayanthabi sambishanti. Clear? So he is a creator, sustainer, and does all the entire world. Importantly, Bhagavan na bhaypadavana. Bala Natarajan, Radhika Mukunda. Don't need to be scared of Bhagavan. Many people are scared of Bhagavan. Oh, Baimar. Kanda Kutirvare, Velachindrakare, all that we keep no terrorizing. Bhagavan is the best friend. Let me tell you. I realized this many years back. For me, Bhagavan is the best friend. You don't need anybody, any other best friend than Bhagavan. Make Bhagavan your best friend. So Bhagavan is the well-wisher, friend, philosopher, guide. Put yourself in Arjuna's shoes. That's why you study Bhagavad Gita like that. Bhagavad Gita bhavana is you are like Arjuna. And Bhagavan is advising you step by step, giving you darshanam. Sir, Arjuna evlo punyam pandirukkan. Bhagavan darshanamum koduttundirukkaru, upadeshamum koduttundirukkaru. Inge kedaikkum? Where will you get? Dakshinamurti vandu darshanam koduttundirukkaru, pesa maatengiraru. Upadesham maunam vyakhya. Inga Bhagavan vandu darshanam koduttundirukkaru, upadesham pannittirukkaru. Ramaro darshanam da kodukiraru, upadesham panna maataru. Ramar. Enna? Nam pora veila vaanga pandrar Ramar. Purindha? So like adu mari Krishna Paramatma is all in one. So you have Bhagavan in mind. He is a friend, a philosopher, guide, the well-wisher of not one or two people, Radhakrishnan sir, of every being, any entity in the world. He is the well-wisher. My most favorite sloka, let me tell you, Bhagavad Gita is my most favorite sloka. Very nice sloka. Okay. Once you know this, Jnatva, know Bhagavan. 7th to 12th chapter, Bhagavan is putting the seed. Know Bhagavan as the person who receives all the rituals and gives the karma phaladata. Second, he is a controller, Lord of the entire universe, all the 14 worlds. Importantly, a well-wisher, friend, philosopher, guide of everyone. Once you know Bhagavan like this, our understanding Bhagavan is Hanuman, million power, Lakshmi, or different things. Allah elementarily okay. Na Krishna here, beginning level okay. When you get Jnanam, Bhagavan and you are not different. We say, no? When you are got a very best friend, என்ன சொல்லுவீங்க? ரெண்டு உடம்பு ஒரே உயிர். Two physical bodies, but same soul. சொல்றீங்களே அந்த மாதிரி என்ன சொல்லுவீங்க தமிழ் something you say, no? Two different physical, but one, like that. When Bhagavan is the best friend, there's no difference between you and Bhagavan, because one is Bhagavan. Once you have this, you got Bhagavan with you. இருடல் ஒரு உயிர், ஒரு உயிர் இருடல்ல, whatever it is. I know. All the things there. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಎರಡು ದೇಹ ಒಂದೇ ಉಸಿರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆತರ. So like that, if you have this knowledge, because I'll tell you, knowledge is the one that gives you ultimately peace of mind. Let us stand the sloka and end this particular class. Okay. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Bhoktaram Yajnatapasam Sarvalokamaheshwaram Suhridam Sarvabhutanam Jnatva Mam Shanti Mrichati. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Gita Samvatsara Vaibhavam. Who's standing? Sundar Mama. Chant பண்ணுங்க.
Om Sri Krishnaya Paramatmane Ata Ekadashodhyayah Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. Arjuna Sanjaya Uvacha Etat Shrutva Vachanam Keshavasya Kritanjalir Vaibhavam Kiriti Namaskritva Bhuya Evaha Krishnam Sagadgadam Bhita Pranamya. Arjuna Uvacha Sthane Rishikesha Tava Prakirtya Jagat Prakrushyatyanurajyate cha Rakshamsi Bhitani Dishotravanti Sarve Namasyanti cha Siddha Sankaha Tasmacha Dena Nameran Mahatman Gariyase Brahmano Pyadhikartre Ananta Devesha Jagannivasa Tvamaksharam Sadasat Param Yat Tvamadi Devah Purushah Puranaha Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidanam Vedasi Vaidyam Cha Param Cha Dama Tvaya Tadam Vishwamanantarupam Vayuryamoghnirvarunasya Shankara Prajapatisthvam Prapitamahascha Namo Namastestu Sahasrakritva Punascha Bhuyopi Namo Namaste Namah Purastata Prishtataste Namostute Sarvata Eva Sarva Ananta Viryamida Vikramasthvam Sarvam Samapnoshi Tatosi Sarvaha Saketi Matva Prasabam Yaduktam He Krishna He Yadava He Saketi Ajanata Mahimanam Tavedam Maya Pramadat Pranayena Vapi. Om Shanti
Shanti Shanti. Very nice.
Vishnu Haribhyum Namaha.
ரொம்ப நல்லா சாண்ட் பண்றீங்க. ரொம்ப பியூட்டிஃபுல்லா இருக்கே. ஃபேண்டாஸ்டிக். என்ன எவ்வளவு நல்லா பிராக்டிஸ் பண்றீங்க. ரொம்ப நல்லா. வெரி நைஸ் ஸ்டாண்டிங். யூ ஆர் வெரி கான்ஃபிடென்ட் நவ் இல்ல பகவத் கீதையில. சொல்லுங்க. நல்லா கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் Easy, Gita easy. Bhagavad Gita, who said Gita is difficult? Yeah, extremely easy. Very good. I know Sundarma was told, you just began the study of Gita about a year back or 2 years back, and now you have such proficiency. Excellent. And Veda Saram is there in Bhagavad Gita. So, lot of punyam who chants Gita beautifully. Wonderful. So, we'll stop here. Once again, all of you, quick check. Many of you have downloaded the 6th chapter ebook. Please download. See, the 6th chapter ebook has been done wonderfully by our team. It gives, no, correct, Sundar Mama? First to download, I saw that. Nah, all of you downloaded, correct? So please see that there is an aspect to understand the steps properly. Use that as a guide and practice and learn through the class. I'll teach you guided meditation. You become expert in meditation once you follow the Gita. Because 99% people, no, institutions don't know that meditation, dhyanam has been taught wonderfully by Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita. You are very lucky. Follow it systematically and learn. And I'm sure you'll all succeed in meditation in a matter of time. Okay? Stop here. All of you, please download the ebook and have it with you. Next class, you're starting meditation proper. You already started. Some fundamentals you understood. Meditation will start next class. Okay, clear? Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaja Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Tatsate Krishna 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 Shubhamastu Samasta Sanmangalani Bhavatyayata. Again, now you can go take rest. You know, struggle night. That's why I'll start it on Thursday, Saturday morning US time, evening good time for India. Right time to start, meditation classes. Narayana. Hari Om. Narayana.